On YouTube, this is Little Fat Tony, and today we're going to show you how to farm Joey Wheeler as free as possibly you can. So now, all these cards except Shard of Greed are free to play. Again, I will go through other suggestions later on to see what cards would be good substitutes for Shard of Greed, but important cards to farm Joey Wheeler, because you cannot use the same Cerberus deck that I gave you before to farm Odeon. Is reason being because of Time Wizard. Time Wizard comes in, does the time roulette, and kills your Cerberus. Well, you're screwed. So that's why you have to play these. Abyssal Designator. So you lose 1,000 life points and declare a type and an attribute. So you gotta name Light Spellcaster. So you go through their hand or deck and send it to the graveyard. And that's how you get rid of Time Wizard right away. If you don't, these are free cards. You get these from the Scrub Duelist. So you gotta make sure you do it every chance you can. Fight all the Scrub Duelists and hope that you hit it. But really, I got these really early on when I was playing. Try to farm and get as much points as you can. And then, if you don't have a lot of those, there's other cards. There's a trap card as well. This came from Pegasus. So I know his event I thought was coming back soon, but it didn't. House of Adhes Tape. If the monster summoned by your opponent, excluding special summon, is 500 points or less, monster is destroyed. So that immediately kills Time Wizard. The other card that you can do if you're a pay to play, or if you're lucky, if you're being free to play, is also Half Shut. So you could target your monster and make it halved, and it cannot be destroyed for the turn, which is pretty handy. I'm going to do a video of using more expensive cards and non-free-to-play cards for Joey Wheeler as well. That way, if you have it, you can do it faster and better. To be perfectly honest, I use my free-to-play deck a lot more for Joey than anything else. So let's get started. Again, I'm using Weevil Underwood. The reason I'm using Weevil Underwood is because he has Draw Sense low. So after he takes X amount of life points, I believe it's 1,800. I'll go look at that really quick for you guys as well. Let's see. And details. Yes, every time you take 1,800 life points, you activate his skill, and you will draw Cerberus guaranteed. That is very important to help this deck work. I didn't explain that in Odeon, and I apologize, but that's what you need to use. That's why I use Weevil Underwood. Another person who can do something similar to this, and that's like ability that they get built in through their free stuff, is Yugioh. Or Yami Yugi, I'm sorry. But he does not get it until level 20, I believe. Yes. Sorcery Conduct. Since you'll only play spellcasters, you'll draw a spellcaster. The reason I haven't been using Yugi is because, well, mine's level 7. I've never played Yugi. I didn't start playing him until this Pegasus challenge with Grandpa's cards, which I'll be doing another video on that, and how to do an Exodia deck, and how to do a beatdown deck to get around Exodia. So let's get started. This farming method should net you at least 6 boxes, maybe 7, depending on how many glossy and prismatic you have. Alright. And here we go. So it looks like I'm going first, which is kind of good, kind of bad. And we start off with the Cerberus. I'm actually going to pass the first turn. Alright. So now I'll summon Magical Beast Cerberus. Just to let you know, Joey only has 2 Time Wizards in this deck. So I lose my 1,000 life points. I'll name Light Spellcaster. And I got it from the deck. Now I'll use my Ancient Telescope. Ancient Telescope is not a necessary card, but it does help let you know what is left in his deck and where that other Time Wizard is going to be. So in the next 5 turns, he's not going to draw it. So that tells me I have 5 turns to know where the Time Wizard is going to be. And if it's not in his hand, it's not coming anytime soon. And using Abyss, the Abyss card, it pays 1,000 life points. Now, since I've lost another 1,000, I get to use my skill in getting the other Cerberus that I needed. So I drew Cerberus, what a surprise. Summon the other Cerberus. Activate Sword of Deep-Seated, and then we continue with the usual process of building up Magical Beast Cerberuses. Again, we have 4 more turns before we know he might draw Time Wizard. But by then, he can actually fill up his entire row. And if he does that, we're not going to kill any monsters, and he doesn't play any 2 tribute monsters, we're fine now. Now we drew the other one. I have the option of using it, or I don't have to. I'm going to hold off on using it for the moment, since I know he cannot get Time Wizard out. And then, like I said, we just continue on going with our normal day. I'm actually going to experiment a little bit with this deck. I might try throwing in Dark Magician Girl again with this deck, just so I can get a Tribute Summon and a Glossy. Keep in mind, reason I use Dark Magician Girl is she's a free-to-play card. You get her from Taya when you obtain her as a playable character. And she's a Tribute Summon monster, and she's Glossy. That's why I always used her, and she's my free-to-play card as well. I do actually have better shiny free-to-play or not free-to-play cards, but again, for you guys, I'm trying to do as free as possible, because that's the best thing I can do for you guys. See, Ancient Telescope. Let's find out where that, if he even drew Time Wizard yet. No, we don't need it. And there he is. Time Wizard. I mean, he could get rid of his baby dragon by polymerization, but the requirement to use it is Time Wizard. But let's not take any chances. Maybe Alligator Sword, so we know what's coming. Light. Nope. Spellcaster and gone. And no more Time Wizards. He has no way of getting them back. And we just keep drawing. So after we draw out our deck, we win. The cards that you really want to farm from Joey Wheeler is Graceful Dice, Skull Dice, Hemotama. What was the other big one? I believe Megamorph he has. I could be wrong on that. I think that might be Bandit Keith. Or Metal Morph, I'm sorry. Um, Other than that, I don't remember what other good cards he has. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on what other good cards he has. And now I'm going to activate this for no reason. The reason I'm using this is because I want to win with low life points. So just hit Light Dragon. He doesn't have a Light Dragon. You can see his hand if you want. Really wish they put Axe Raider in there instead of having it as an ultra rare card in the first set. Gonna hit this card again. Just a glossy card. 300 life points. Nothing special. Boom, boom. Moon Curry. I'm gonna raise his life points. I want to keep my life points low so I can get the low life point win. Again, that's something, if you can pull it off, good for you. You pulled it off. If you can't pull it off, don't stress yourself out. It's not something you should really worry and stress yourself out. The main goal is to at least get the 6 boxes. That's more important than anything else. The reason why I'm going to trying to deck myself out as well is get on the brink. That's the one where I'm about to deck out and get an extra points. By the looks of things, I'm not going to get the spellbook card until the last card, so I'm definitely not going to be using that. I will also give substitutes for enemy controller. It's not needed in this deck. You can actually just switch it for another stop defense if you want. I'm only using it because it's prismatic, and that's an extra 200 points. And that last card is stop defense, or that last card in my deck is now the spellbook card. So let's go ahead and draw it, and then we'll kill Joey in one shot. Alright. Stop defense. You guys know the combo. Stop defense, activate on that one. Drop enemy controller. Target the baby dragon. And bada bing, bada boom. Ryoku. Oh, that guy. Attacking the baby dragon. 13,400. And Joey's knocked out. And now we get our spoils. I honestly cannot remember all the good cards in Joey Wheeler, but he does have a good cards. Comeback victory, low life point win, light glossy, prismatic, over 9,000. Wow, if I would have played this, the one girl. Yep. And there you have it. Some gems, some rare cards, Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard. You guys remember that if you watched the show. Let's see. I forgot what good cards Joey's has. Himotama. Sogen can be good. Sogen. I like Time Wizard. It's one of my favorite cards. Yes, he does have Metal Morph. This is a good card. It's a great trap card. As well, Graceful Dice and Skull Dice. And Gearfried the Lightning. I don't know about that one, but Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.